Hey guys, I'm back today with a update of the Arrma Typhon 6S speed buggy, and there's really not a lot to update you guys on. I've taken this video straight after I did the workshop video for the Helix, and I did mention in that video that I broke a part back here. But I basically what had happened is with these 17mm hub adapters. Actually, I'll take one of the wheels off so I can show you better. It's this one. There's a drive pin that goes through the hub and it attaches to the axle. And basically, what happened is I broke that pin. So if I bring the card here. Focus, there you go. So that little pin in there, out of focus again. Focus, come on. Getting closer. Oh, not the camera with the wing. Well, this is not going to focus, I'll just reposition you. There you go. So basically, we get the gist. There's a drive pin there. Oh, there you go, it's in focus now. The drive pin there had actually snapped in half, and I only realised this when I was working on the car. But luckily, since I did the video of the Helix and I mentioned this, I found a part that would fit, and hey presto, it's back again. Don't know if the part will last as long, but I'll get on the phone to Arrma and see if they can sort out a replacement, because I can't find any spare parts for this thing yet in the UK, because obviously it's such a new car. I can't find actual pins themselves, so I'll phone Arrma and see what they can do. But as far as the car goes, haven't had a problem really, apart from that one pin. I did have the servo go wrong once more, but Arrma, as per usual, were very good at just replacing the servo, no questions asked. They did ask for the car to be returned to them, and they just replaced the servo, no questions asked. And hey presto, the ESC hasn't gone wrong since it was replaced, but I know old Vasco over at Aussie RC Playground has his Creighton ESC burn up, which is the exact same ESC, and from my understanding it seems to just be pot luck if they go out or not. They seem to do it randomly. One day you could be using it, actually you could even be using it in the same hour, and in my experience, you could be using it in the same hour, switch the batteries over, and it goes up in smoke. It's really random. I don't really fully understand the reason for that. I'm gonna make a theory and see if I can switch this servo out for another servo and put this into a different car, and see if the servo itself will last, but if the ESC will last longer. Because as I explained before in my customer service video about Arrma, the servo was what went initially wrong, so it was twitching left and right, and I'm wondering if that messed up the currents taken from the battery and caused the ESC to burn out in the end. So that's my theory. So if I can get another servo in here and see if it actually lasts, and see if the servo lasts by itself, I'm going to wonder if it's conflicting each other. But that's just a theory. Being on many phone calls to Arrma RC, they said it's a thing they haven't seen before, and they've tested the car extensively. So this could be down just to a first batch production error, or a glitch in production. So I'm not going to really blame the car at all. The car itself has held up, as far as plastics and everything, has held up brilliantly. The plastics are really nice and thick, haven't any problems with suspension arms, shocks haven't bent or anything, drive shafts haven't snapped. I mean, it seems to be pretty well built. I mean, if you look at the underside of this thing, see if I've got it in view, you can see that I've used this car extensively, and it's all nice and scratched. Most of this was done from the skate park bash I did on my channel. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. Obviously it was just a powder coated chassis, obviously aluminium or aluminum for our American friends, and scratches up real easy, but hasn't bent, haven't had any real issues with the thing apart from the electronics package. Wheels and tyres perform okay on road, more for off-road services, so low meter or short grass. These tyres hook up really well. Radio system has performed fine. Obviously, it's like a rebranded OEM version of a Fly Sky FSGT2 or something like that. What else can I really update you guys on? Body shell obviously is fine. Buggies, they don't really get the abuse in their shells. I've had quite a few comments actually, yeah, this is a good point. I've had a few comments about this car on my channel being slow out of the box. And this is my point of view, and so basically this car comes geared out of the box with a 14-tooth pinion gear. Now in the box they include a 16-tooth pinion gear. The 14-tooth pinion gear is way under geared for 4S use. Probably if you're sticking to 4S, I would change it out for the 16-tooth pinion gear they include. And I think that this is under geared out of the box because it's made to run 6S out of the box. So they designed it so you could run 6S out of the box, and if you liked it, you could change the pinion gear to the 16-tooth. And if you wanted to go insane, you could buy the optional 18-tooth pinion gear and hit the 60 mph rated top speed. So it is under geared out of the box. I've had a few comments saying that this car's slow for what it is, but just put simply, it's under geared for 4S out of the box. The motor has performed flawlessly. Apart from these two other, the ESC and the servo, the motor has performed brilliantly. Doesn't really get hot, maybe warm to mid-hot, running on 4S. My packs I get constantly asked about, I don't have them on hand. I keep constantly asked about what packs I use. I get asked this on YouTube and also on my Instagram page. I don't actually have an official RC Instagram, but my personal one I post stuff about cars and stuff like that. If you want me to make a personal Instagram or an Instagram for RC cars, put it in the comment section below, and I'll get on that. But the packs I use are from Hobby King. They are Zippy branded 5700 50C packs, which is more than enough for this car on 4S. It's got, the batteries have more than enough juice to power this 180 amp ESC with this 2050 kV motor. There's no problems there. But overall, I'm having a pretty good time with the Typhon. Great buggy. There's only one complaint I can put down to design. Excuse electronics and everything like that. There's only one thing I wish a third-party company or something would come out with, and that is maybe a nylon or hard plastic spur gear. Because I don't know if you can hear this, but it is a very loud setup with a metal pinion and a metal spur. Now I know they did that for durability reasons because obviously it's a 6S capable car, but I would prefer if you did have a plastic spur gear because it does get quite loud, especially when it's running. It does get pretty loud. And there's another point I would like to pick up on, and I admit I'm also to blame about this. People said, including me, I'm not going to get away from that, that the servos out of the box came loose. Now, after the first one browned out on me, the engineer that dealt with my car commented saying that the servo was tightened down too much, and I said, yeah, I tightened it down. I thought it was loose, and he said no, that was all by design of Arrma. Basically, if I can bring this thing close, don't know if you can see it, the servo screws, I don't know if I can do this because I'm only two-handed, has these rubber sort of cushions around each screw hole, and basically what those do, they take up the shock of the servo movement. And what people were finding was out of the box, before they'd run it like me, that if you did this, the whole servo would sort of sway in its mounting. And that is all by design. The servo is designed to have some cushioning by those rubber boots to prevent breakages, and that could have been the reason why mine went out in the first place, is because I had them done up too tight and the servo had too much of a stress on it put on it, and it just failed. But you know, it's all down to controversy. It was all up in the air. No one really knows what goes on with electronics browning out. But that is pretty much the update I've got for the Arrma Typhon 6S Speed Buggy. If you have any questions, put them in down below. If you want to share your opinion on the car, again, put it down below. I know this car's getting a pretty big fan base, although it's so new, and I don't regret buying this thing at all. It's a great, I have so much fun with it. Now when I go out with the cars, it's either between this or the Slash. I mean, it's just so durable. If the electronics didn't fail the first time, this would be my go-to basher. So if I had batteries charged and I had a choice, this would be the one I'd go for. And obviously the only negative comment is the spur gear, but that's for durability reasons. I can understand why they did that. And obviously customer service is good as well. So thank you all for watching. If you like the video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos related to this car on my channel, go through my video list. You will find running video, an unboxing video, and the customer service video, and which will give you more detailed explanation of what happened with these two the first time round. And if you're new around here and you like the videos on my channel, please do hit the subscribe button as well as the like button. It means a great deal and helps the channel get noticed. And if you want me to create an Instagram page, like I said, just put a comment down below if you want me to do that. I'd be more than happy to create an Instagram page for these things. I mean, pictures only take 5 minutes to take, set up and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm willing to do an Instagram page for the cars. So other than that, guys, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.